Hello, welcome to my channel and easy step to English grammar. And are you getting ready for any kind of competitive exam? If you are getting ready, then follow my video, that is transformation for competition. Transformation for competition actually means different types of examples or questions have been given for your solution, and I am going to discuss with you. And before that, I request all of you, my dear young buddies, to subscribe my channel and don't skip a single line of this video. Transformation for competition. My first example is, keep this boy by you. I will come back to take him. Combine into a complex sentence. Combine into a complex sentence. And probably you have understood that I am asking you to use adverb clause of time. So what will be the solution? Keep this boy by you till I come back to take him. Till. That means keep this boy by you, principal clause, till I come back to take him. Subordinate adverb clause of time. And modifying the verb keep. Or in other cases, you may write in this way: I will come back to take this boy, which or who is to be kept by you. Who is to be kept by you. It is a very difficult construction and it is an example of subordinate adjective clause or relative clause. Okay? Or until I come back to take the boy, please keep him by you. Until I come back to take this boy, keep him by you. It may also be the construction. However, you may use adverb clause of time or adjective clause or relative clause. Now let us come to my second example. Bobby slipped a cigarette from his pocket and was trying to snap a match. I have asked you to turn into a simple sentence. You may use participle because the subject is the same person, that is Bobby. Bobby is the single person and you are at liberty to use participle. Having slipped a cigarette from his pocket, comma, Bobby was trying to snap a match. Again I am repeating. Having slipped a cigarette from his pocket or slipping a cigarette from his pocket, comma, Bobby was trying to snap a match. So it is an example of simple sentence and it is an example of participle, because two incidents have occurred and subject is the same person. Now let us come to the third example. It is an indirect speech. It is a direct speech and you have been asked to turn it into an indirect speech. Throw that cigarette away, said Cherokee in a quiet but new voice. In a quiet but new voice. So, it is an example of imperative sentence. So, I may write, Cherokee advised the person or advised the man in a quiet but new voice to throw that cigarette away. Again, I am repeating. Cherokee advised the person or the boy or the man, whoever he may be, in a quiet but new voice to throw that cigarette away. It may be the construction, and another construction may be Cherokee, in a quiet but new voice, insisted upon throwing that cigarette away. It is an advanced indirect speech. It is an advanced way to turn a direct speech into an indirect speech. Again, I am repeating. Cherokee, in a quiet but new voice, insisted upon throwing that cigarette away. Now, let us come to the fourth example. Bobby hesitated and then dropped the cylinder overboard. Use the adverb form. Hesitated. Use the adverb form. For example, Bobby hesitatingly dropped the cylinder overboard. Hesitatingly. Or it may be used as sentence modifier. Hesitatingly, Bobby dropped the cylinder overboard. Or Bobby dropped the cylinder overboard hesitatingly at the last of the sentence. So you may use the adverb between the subject and the verb, or at the beginning of the sentence, or at the end of the sentence. Now my fifth example is, more reluctantly the boy obeyed. More reluctantly. Reluctantly means unwillingly. The boy obeyed. Turn into a complex sentence. I have underlined reluctantly to suggest that it should be changed. So, although the boy was more reluctant, he obeyed. He obeyed. Though or although is an example of adverb clause of contrast. Though the boy was more reluctant, he obeyed. Okay? It is an example of complex sentence with adverb clause of contrast. Now my sixth example, it is also a direct speech. Where do you live, little boy? He asked respectfully. Indirect speech. You have been asked to turn it into indirect speech. So, he asked the little boy. It is an interrogative sentence. It is an example of interrogative sentence. He asked the little boy respectfully where he lived. Where he lived. Just follow me very meticulously and carefully and attentively. He asked the little boy respectfully where he lived. Now my last example. Let's have your name, if you please, buddy, he said. Indirect speech. You have been asked to turn it into an indirect speech. Let's have your name, if you please, buddy, he said. It is also an example of imperative sentence that begins with let. So, it may be said, he proposed to the buddy that He might have his name if he was pleased. He might have his name if he was pleased, it may be said. In another way, it may be solved. For example, addressing the boy as buddy, he proposed to him that he should have his name if he was pleased. And this is the end of the lesson tonight. And I think that all of you have understood all the 7 grammatical items. First item is combine into a complex sentence. Second is turn into a simple sentence. Third is indirect speech. Fourth is the use of adverb form. Fifth is another complex sentence. Sixth and seventh are the examples of converting or turning from direct speech to indirect speech. All these are very, very, very important for any kind of competitive exams that you are going to face. And that is why my English lesson must come to your help. I think that my English lessons will come to your help. And if they come to your help, come to your benefit, I shall be encouraged and enthused. And I hope that you will subscribe my channel. Like, comment and share, please. Good night. Stay safe, stay mellow.